Little pregame stroll, get loose. For the Retrievers, Akeet Thomas in his third season at the helm at 20-67 as the band gets everybody fired up and ready to go for a little late season America East basketball. Thomas, assistant at UMBC for 5 years, one of the youngest coaches in all of Division I when he was hired 3 years ago. And he's done a nice job trying to build this program up through a transitional phase. As you mentioned, Frank, a lot of roster. Welcome back to Rack Arena here at UMBC. Frank, we're going to add a bit of a twist this week. Tell us why the Retriever Soccer Park rules.
Well, what a season for Coach Karinji and UMBC. It's off the dribble. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. We said these are good, solid candidates. You see him beat a taller player off the dribble. But if the defense doesn't come to you, pull up from NBA range and let it go. And I think part of his development this year has been the confidence that Coach Walls has shown in him to do things like that. How about 25 points at Hartford earlier this year? That's the most by any Maine player this season for Kevin.
And the confidence to keep shooting even when he's struggling. He was 0 for 6 from 3 the last time out, 5 for 28 over his last 4 games from beyond the arc, but the look was there, no hesitation, and he takes it.
Showing some good toughness, competitive toughness, and I think we talk about building a program for Coach Bob Walsh. He's
Splitting Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. America East is the source for all of your social media needs. AE_Frank. It's the only one you need to know on Twitter.
What did I do during my school vacation? Went with Dad as he played in the band, the alumni band, but it's one of the best bands in this conference.
Great, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Once you're a part of it, you always want to come back.
1 point lead for Maine.
There in finishes, but those are 3 extra possessions, and I think that's what Coach Thomas is talking about. Getting back on defense and not relying so much on the 3. Even though it's a good make, this is a good shot for Will. I know he's 2 feet behind the line. That's what he does. Beautiful rotation on the basketball, but keep looking inside. Cody Joyce, not many touches right now, and the Blackbirds have done a good job cutting off the passing lanes inside and influencing that kind of activity. They're packed in defense by the white shirts has influenced those kind of catch and shoot plays. You see Will Durley right there.
Both of these teams 32% from beyond the arc. And both teams seemingly content to let the other one hoist it up for
shooter at 36%, and he's only averaging about 5 threes a game, and he's going to get there pretty quick at this rate.
Well, he's a perfect 3 for 3, and again, coming off that 0 for 6 performance and a 5 for 28 stretch in his last 4, really turning it around. He's got 3 assists, 5 of 7 from the field, and 13 points. Distributing, but also scoring the ball over the last several minutes.
And showing his versatility as an offensive player, leading the fast break, taking the ball to the rim, and really showing outstanding.
As he was able to finish in the lane, and Bob Walsh emphatic immediately, saying that he thought that Gloger got the shot off the time.
Jordan Grant, as we saw, that fast break opportunity, has been a starter in every game. He's closing in on 100 assists. We talked about Chris leading the conference in assists for this season, and he and Rodney Elliott together next year should be dynamic in this Retriever backcourt, and fans are always dynamic here.
Having a good time with the snow falling outside. Let's get a little warmer here at least.
They're not used to snow days, so when it happens,
exactly,
they go a little bit overboard.
A little bit of the wet stuff out there. Well, the You Can Play project is committed to ensuring equality, respect, and safety for all athletes without regard to sexual orientation or gender identity. Visit youcanplayproject.org for more information. They're going to go to the monitor and take another look at this. This is what they're looking at.
You can see at the top of the screen the shot clock.
Looks like it's gone. With still 1 there. If they get another look at this one, that basket may count.
Good job by Till, being strong and just getting it up to get a shot in this last possession.
We'll take a look at it, but
see Gloger right there in the middle. That's what he does so well. He relocates for passing angles, not just on this play, but on every play. As his defender, it was Cody in that case, rotated, he was available for the open pass.
Call Coach Thomas over as well.
A lot of opinions out there, I see.
See what the result is after a lot of discussion and some looks at the monitor as well. To make sure they get it right. Coach Thomas definitely has the lion's share of the height in that discussion.
Once again, as we saw with Till Gloger, just a good move to the basket. He's done so many good things in this ball.
With a 4-point lead at 35-31. 7 seconds remaining in the first half as now Coach Thomas getting an explanation. Seems less than thrilled with it.
Right now, you've got to be aware of momentum three-point attempts from Will Darley, Malcolm.
Drumline, University of Alumni.
You're watching the America East on ESPN3. Maine and UMBC here from Rack Arena just outside of Baltimore. Black Bears with a 4-point lead at the half as Coach Walsh's team breaks the huddle and gets set for the start of half number 2. And Till Gloger, big part of the reason why they've got the lead. He's been in rhythm all afternoon. 12 points, been effective in the paint. And his team will have the possession first. America East has partnered with Lids Team Sports to create the new America East Sideline store at AmericaEast.com. Check out a variety of t-shirts, hoodies, and other novelties, or customize your own gear to fit your style. On the Lids. More America East basketball coming up tomorrow afternoon at 4. You can join us for a rematch of the 2014 America East Women's Basketball Championship game. Albany traveling to Stony Brook. Catch all the action on the home. America East Basketball, ESPN 3. 45-42 lead for UMBC here this afternoon. Chris Villani in front.
Point line. So they're penetrating the zone with the pass. The passer's doing an effective job relocating it opposite or inside, and that's pretty good zone offense by the Retrievers on the change of defense.
Is your Jim the best home court advantage at America East? You'll find out in March, because winning at home means winning at all. Winning at all, each of the rounds of the America East playoffs will be held at the home court of the higher seed. You can tell us why your house rules using the hashtag OurHouseRules on Twitter or Instagram. But Frank, no mystery left as to who those teams are going to be. The top 4 seeds are all set.
A lot of energy and a lot of excitement for that Wednesday playoff game. But
we'll be headed out on the road, perhaps to Burlington, maybe to Albany, see how things shake out. But it's kind of a reshuffling of the deck. Typically in the conference, it's one of the top. 40-47 lead for UMBC, who's opened up a couple of 9-point leads, including one in the second half here, Frank. But Maine definitely hanging around on the road.
Oh, they absolutely are. Retrievers shooting 61%, 3 for 6 on threes at 50%. Black Bears not near where they were in the first half. Coach Thomas likes the momentum that they had against the zone, finding Cody Joyce in the low post and playing off him right now, and they're playing without fouling. Spin dribble. You give a kid like this straight lines like Kevin, straight lines to the rim, he's going to finish or get fouled because he's fearless in terms of attacking it, as we talked about earlier. For number 2, legitimate all-rookie caliber team at the end of the season voting coming up in a couple weeks.
Quite the rookie season for Kevin Little. 17 points today, the Rookie of the Week award earlier this month. 25 points against Hartford earlier this season. He's been north of 20 in 3 of his last 6 games, and pretty close to making it 4 out of 7 here.
Yeah, and he's got a versatile scoring game. He can take it to the rim, obviously, get himself to the free throw line, as we talked about, and he can pull up and make threes. Very difficult to guard off the dribble, and as he gets stronger, gets more sense of the college game, he's just going to be, but a good look at the basket for Kevin. So Coach Walsh got exactly what he wanted out of the press. An errant pass, good job by Sean, not forcing it right there and seeing that his teammate, the freshman, Kevin Little, was wide open behind the three-point line, and nothing but net for this freshman from Wyandanch, New Jersey. You want pressure, three-point shots, right there, number 2.
Well, number 2's got 22 points. That's his 4th three-pointer of the afternoon. And now with 22.6 seconds left, Frank, the situation really hasn't changed that much for Maine coming out of this timeout.
Yeah,
Press, go for the steal.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll go for at least one trap and a step up. They may go for the held ball to flip the possession, but if you're UMBC, you know that if we are in a held ball situation in a trap, it is still our basketball, and we'll take it out again. But we'll clearly see they will trap the first pass, maybe not play the basketball. You can see Troy Reed-Knight is not going to play the ball. They're going to play everybody in the court, allow the inbounder, DeBark Houston, to see the whole court, importance of the spacing. What he does know is they're not playing the basketball, so he knows his passer will have some good looks at the court. Now, Coach Walsh, he's a strategic guy. He could go wind up playing the basketball right now, knowing him. Good pressure situation for both of these teams to work on.
Trying to execute these late and close situations. Maine's had a couple of overtime games this year. Had a memorable win on this floor back in 2011 in overtime against UMBC. Coach Walsh's team beat Wagner, lost to Army in overtime this year. A guy that's really been a proponent of the concept of having to earn everything. Maine has 0 on the back of their practice jerseys.
From it, be strong on your catches and allow us space so we all can maneuver. Those lines that he's drawing are all about hard cuts and open spacing. Coach Walsh here talking about how we're going to pressure the basketball, how we're going to trap, and when we will take a foul and who we would foul.
Malcolm Brent, as we mentioned a couple of times, one of the best free throw shooters on this team. There really aren't too many guys that struggle. Up the victory to move to 4-23 on the season. They get their second America East win. Now 2-12 in conference. The Black Bears fall to 3-24. Also 2-12 in the America East. For Frank Sullivan and our entire Ross Bubble Productions crew, I'm Chris Bellotti. The final score, UMBC 73, Maine 66. This has been a production of ESPN.